friends, and welcome back to Retro Gamers Half-Time RPG. We haven't made an episode of this for a very long time now.
Very long time.
2017?
Yeah.
Must be. Our last episode that we made was on this game on the Dreamcast, which is Flashback. Still available now from Rush On Game. I think you can also get the Japanese version of this on Play Asia as well. And this is published by Josh Prod. We're taking a different tack this time. We're back with the Dreamcast again. But hello. What's going on? Suspense, mysteries, Paris in the Fall. It can mean only one thing. What are we playing?
We're playing Broken Sword, of course.
Broken Sword, Shadow of the Templars. Now, I know what you're thinking, friends. You're thinking this didn't come out for the Dreamcast. It's a little bit too early, in fact, for the Dreamcast release. However, we are here playing it. We've got our Dreamcast wearing away down there.
How are we playing this?
Well, this is an interesting case in point, Michael. The Dreamcast is one of these machines that can quite easily emulate various different other consoles. Now, what it can do is it can emulate various different arcade hardware as well.
Okay.
So a lot of LucasArts titles can also be emulated through Dreamcast.
Really? Wow.
Which means a lot of point-and-click games can be.
Yeah.
And there's this piece of software called ScumVM, which is SCUMMVM, which is virtual machine. And this is the environment that allows for these games to be played in their sort of perfect form on the Dreamcast. Now, this game is a classic. Absolutely classic.
I love the Broken Sword games. I mean, it's not like, you know, edge your seat, button bashing. No, it's something you got to really think about. It's like watching a mystery film.
Yes.
You got to try to guess who the killer is.
Yeah, yeah.
In this, you got to look for clues yourself. You are the detective in this respect.
But I've always found that point-and-click games get quite a bad reputation, really, for not being that interactive. But I feel that in most cases, I find them more immersive when you take in sort of how the story works. You can hear the birds chirping in the background of this. There's little bits and pieces that are going on in the background, sort of animation. Keep in mind this game was originally released, I think, in 1997 for PC and the PlayStation 1. I think Sony even published the original one for the PlayStation 1. Back in the day, they obviously saw something good in it. Yeah. You've got a few lights flickering here. The Dreamcast versions, I would say, is better looking than the PS1 one. I remember the PS1 one losing quite a lot of detail. I think this is more based on a PC release instead. So the detail's a little bit better. Not massively noticeable, but certainly a bit of a step up.
Yeah, so basically what's happening at the moment, I don't know if you can see, watch in the background while he's been doing this. Big explosion into what I believe is a bar. He was outside at the time. I've just jumped him inside because I fancy knowing what, I want to know what's going on. I don't know what this is here. It looks like a dead person to me.
It's a dead body.
Oh, right, okay. Yeah. I saw this like bottle on the bar. I thought, that should be smashed up, shouldn't it? So I thought I'd look over that and... Brandy.
It tastes of brandy. Oh, that's
good. Yes.
But
I thought it was a clue.
I like incidental things like that. I think you probably... Oh! Found himself a date.
Oh.
There we go. I'll let him manoeuvre by the look of it, or perhaps something a little more sinister going on there. Whatever is poison. But, so we found now an interactive character in the game, which is going to lead us to more clues as to what we can do. I think... If I remember correctly, we have to search this body before the gendarme walks through. Yeah. And he thinks you're pickpocketing the guy. I think you are, actually. I think you are actually taking his ID.
That's what he does, though. He gets his own clues. Yeah. Police. I can sort this out.
Yeah, sort myself, right? Modern day Columbo, this character. Peter Falk would be proud. But, yeah, so sadly, this is the only Broken Sword game on the Dreamcast, and one of very few point-and-click games in general on the Dreamcast. Commercially, I think Stupid Invaders by Ubisoft was maybe the only point-and-click game. I can't really think of another one. There are a few other games that came out via ScumVM, which is guys over at DC Evolution back in the day were the ones responsible for porting these games. I think you've got Manic Mansion, Day of the Tentacle as well. It's maybe Sam & Max as well. I think it might have been another one that they released. So you've got a fair few classic point-and-click games from the PC generation. I don't know what the Monkey Islands are. It'd be nice to see if
It was.
Yeah.
Monkey Islands was really good.
Yeah.
The thing is, it's actually quite a good controller for click games.
It really is.
I mean, the analog is always stiff, so at least you can move around nicely.
Nice mouse cursor.
I remember if you used the analog on the PlayStation,
Yeah.
so you had to use the D-pad, and D-pad's never that good to use.
Yeah. With the PlayStation 1, I seem to remember you have to change the sensitivity of the cursor.
That's right, yeah.
Yeah. Because there's the little hand up like that, doesn't it? It needs once you pick something up.
Exactly that.
Yeah.
I can't click on this person.
In which case you're going to need to click down here.
Oh right, yeah, that's right.
To answer the bit of dialogue. Now the controls have translated very well, as Michael said there. That they've balanced and weighted out the controller quite nicely with your actions. There's your usual fare where your pocket of items come up at the top here, I think.
Yeah.
And then down here, I think you have your options of what you can talk about with the characters. Which is pretty cool. You know, you can do it in any order you want to until you find the clues you want. You can combine items together as well, which is where a lot of the mysticism of this game comes in. That combining items will often help you, aid you in where you're supposed to be going. If you're scratching your head, you're like, oh, what am I supposed to do? And then you realise it's supposed to be, a match is combined with a piece of dust or something.
Do you have a logbook of things that's already gone through, just to help you remind you throughout the game?
I don't think you do with this, no.
Was it the last one?
I think it's quite a linear path. So, it will basically take you to an area that you're going to need to be in, and you've got to do something around there, so it doesn't really sort of catch you up with how or why.
Right, okay.
But it will repeat the dialogue if you click over and over again.
Yes, that's
right. Whether you want to hear it again. It's a shame Broken Sword 2 wasn't ported to the Dreamcast really, which is the Smoky Mirror, I think it is. This is Shadow of the Templars. Smoky Mirror is the second one. That's my favourite in the series. I love that one.
Which one?
The second one, Smoky Mirror.
Smoky Mirror, yeah.
Yeah, fantastic game that is. Where you start with a house on fire.
Yes, that's right. He's tied up.
That's it. Yeah, and almost like in a sort of MacGyver-like sort of.
That's right.
Beginning, isn't it? Yeah. But yeah, that one's fantastic. And then they moved the series to 3D, so the third game naturally would not have ever seen Dreamcast anyway. It was far too late on. It's 2003. The fourth game I think was only on PC only, and the fifth game has recently returned back to the 2D aesthetics of the earlier games. That's a more successful way of doing things. Plays very similar, if not plays like a direct sequel really to the first two games. So he's George Stobart. He's an American in Paris. Seems to find himself in Paris quite a lot. Has a love interest in Nico. She's a reporter.
I wonder if the guy that's created this is French.
Is it Charles Cecil, I think it's called? He's French, yes.
Yes.
He is Revolution Software, yeah.
It's usually why you get to find a lot of directors, no matter what country they're in, they always go back to their origins, where they come from. It's always to do with that country.
Yeah, absolutely.
There's nothing else to do yet.
The Broken Sword Facebook group is actually really quite receptive to answering sort of any comments and questions you have really. I remember sort of pestering them about a Switch version of Broken Sword 5. And it's like, we'll consider it, and 6 months later it happened.
Right, okay.
I did buy it. I wasn't one of those who said, I'll put this on the Switch, and then I didn't buy it. But what would be great is now that there are more independent releases for the Dreamcast, a bit further down the line from when this was released for free on the internet, it would be great if some of the new publishers that are out there would look at some of these older games and release them commercially. So I'd love a boxed, proper version of Broken Sword. As you can see, my version here is just a pretty hackneyed sleeve I've knocked together based on sort of the Dreamcast Japanese style, which it does the job. My printer was running out of ink, that's why it's a bit stripy at the time. But yeah, I knocked together all of sort of the side bits and how the later cases looked.
Yeah, it's like you've done it with a receipt machine and it's come to the end of its tether.
Alright, Michael, I mean, let's not get too sort of boisterous here. He's pulled a shooter on you. Alright, a bit of suspense in the game.
It's not even a gun.
It's not really, is it? It's like Robocop's shooter, isn't it? Also not.
Yeah, he must be in training. They haven't quite given him the gun yet.
Yeah.
It's like, just take it. It's a toy gun.
Yeah.
Just make sure you're not shooting people.
Take the pea shooter.
Jafar's just come up.
Now, this game looks like it could be on Dreamcast, doesn't it?
Yeah,
it looks like it could be, back in the day, a commercial release for the system. I think it's perfectly suited to the console. And you're mixing, my favourite console of all time with my favourite genre, which is point and click. I'm a boring bastard for games nowadays. I just love point-and-click games because I can just do it at my own pace.
It's really good. It makes you think quite a lot. You just spend hours playing something like this.
Yeah.
And okay, so it's slow because you've obviously got to look around, got to click on stuff, you've got to try to think, but you have so much fun doing that at the same time.
Yeah, absolutely. It's it'll take you at your own pace. This game.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, have we got any sort of menus or anything like that you can navigate around? Anything on the start menu, or is it all just basically a simple?
I'm not sure what you can click on as.
So we've got a keyboard. So I assume you'd be able to sort of emulate different inputs via the keyboard.
Can't click on anything yet because they're in a mid-conversation.
They're busy doing their thing.
So yeah, as soon as it all goes quiet, you get to do stuff. We'll have a little look.
Bit weird that he turns back on you.
Yeah.
I mean, you could have done anything, couldn't you? I mean, you could have sliced his neck and gone out.
You could be the killer, slip a little bomb in his pocket.
You could have ordered. Just got a complimentary chocolate for you there, alright, Captain? So, take that, and awesome, boom. That's it, he's gone. But yeah, you're hunting a clown, aren't you, in this game?
It was a clown that ran into the bar. So,
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the clown that you got to now track down and see if it was.
Wasting their time, he goes down through the sewers, if anything, so. Not through a hotel.
Yeah.
So, you just got to make sure that you get there before they do. There's no time for that. So. Now, do you get that occasionally? You do get a bit of an audio glitch sometimes. Sometimes
Yes.
it will start a sentence.
That used to happen on the PlayStation as well.
Did it?
Yes.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
I think only the PC version is free of that sort of glitching.
That's right.
But yeah, I mean, it is emulating it through Dreamcast, so it is, sort of working a little bit harder than if it was natively ported to it.
Yeah. It was only between movement and speech. Speech was fine, but if they moved somewhere, if the whole thing changed, and then they started talking, that's when you get the
Right.
or
Nice
thing on there.
Your name, please? George Stone.
And that's actually the first time we get introduced to this character. We've been talking about the game for probably 8 or 9 minutes now. And, that's the first time we get introduced to George Stobart, or Eddie Stobart as people actually mistake him for, which actually in the UK is big green trucks that drive up and down the M5.
Good things about it is, even though you can divert yourself out of the scene to the next scene to the next scene, you can go back as well. You can just go back and back, unless you can't go back.
Yeah.
Remember, there was like a boat or something. So once you're on that, you can't go back.
To give you an overview map, doesn't it? So you can pick
Yes.
areas to go to, and then eventually you can't go to the areas anymore once you've done everything you need to there.
That's right.
So I suppose it holds your hand a little bit back, which is good.
Yeah.
But if we were going to grade this now, say that we're obviously in 2019, we're playing this as a Dreamcast release. How do you rate it, sort of graphically?
Graphically, it's not bad graphically, to be honest.
It's not doing much different though, is it?
Not much difference, no.
So keeping in mind that this can be done on 32-bit hardware.
Yeah, exactly. You still see a lot of detail. It's everything you want it to be honest. It's kind of got that cartoony sort of feel to it, which is lovely. It's not too pixelated. A little bit, but not too much. So yeah, graphically, I recommend it. Sound maybe could be a little bit better.
Okay.
I don't know why.
Do you think it's a bit echoey?
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we're fine ones to talk on this show, but we don't have a budget. Yeah, the sound is a bit echoey. You can always hear that it is actors mapped over cartoons. Yeah, it's interesting to talk about the graphics there because this is 2D games are often timeless. You could take probably a 2D game from the greats of the Mega Drive era, put it on the Dreamcast now, or put it on PSN or Xbox Live Arcade, and it would still look presentable. 3D was the thing that aged like a body past it, really.
Yes, it did.
So yeah, this actually still looks pretty good, even though it's 96, vintage 97.
Yeah.
So yeah, I recommend the graphics. The sound, I agree with you, a bit echoey. Music is fantastic.
Oh yeah, music is amazing, especially at the start.
Yeah, brilliant. Amazing. Really good. Some of the incidental sound effects as well, like sort of the buzzing of the light. You can hear the birds chirping outside. All those little things. Sometimes you hear a drill going on when there's sort of roadworks or whatever. I like that. That really adds to and immerses you into the game itself. What do you find on the gameplay?
Gameplay is amazing. It's sucking me in right now.
Yeah, really.
It is sucking me in. I mean, like I said, it's not a button bashing game. You don't have to move around a lot, but you just get so sucked in with the storyline. That's what makes these games fantastic. makes you appreciate the game more, I think.
Yeah, I think
Racing games, too busy driving around. Shooting game, too busy killing. Games like this, you really appreciate everything that's going on. Because you have to. You have to take all the details in order to find clues and things like that.
Yeah, absolutely.
So yeah, really draw me in.
So, yeah, I like the fact that you've got very little in the way of loading in between the scenes there.
Pretty
I mean,
good.
you do with some of the more intensive scenes, but when it's loaded this whole bit in, it's not gonna load and stuff like that.
Dreamcast better than the PlayStation. I used to play it on the PlayStation.
You had a spinning CD, didn't you?
Yes.
Going from
with the actual picture of the game onto that disc.
Yeah.
I remember it's going like a stone face or something like that.
That's the second game, yeah.
The second one, yeah, that's right. It's funny. You can make a cup of tea and come back. It's
Yeah.
just done.
Especially if you go to pirated version, like I did. Cheapskate. Controls?
It's everything you want it to be. Like I said, the analog is absolutely amazing. It's lovely. It's calm. I'm not moving, and it's not shot straight over here. I think I'll come back now.
Dreamcast analogs, it really doesn't get the credit it deserves, does it? Really?
It
is a nice analog stick.
It is. It's everywhere you want it to be. It's it's perfectly placed. It's perfectly handheld. She keeps moving around. Speak to her.
What I used to do with the mouth icon is try and match it up
To their face. I used to do the same thing.
Mature children would want
Yeah, especially when it stands still. Like you could have done it with this matey in the bar doorway there.
license to lurk.
Yeah, just
Right, so this gets the Retro Gamers Halftime recommendations.
certainly does.
Recommended by us. It's a free download, so expect to pay no money for it. It's largely forgotten about as well. There's probably a few of you that have probably thought, I've actually played that on the Dreamcast before many years ago, maybe that's 10 years ago. But yeah, no one ever talks about it anymore. At all. Scum VM is not even a thing really. No one even really talks about it.
Yeah.
So we just thought we'd sort of resurrect a bit of public service announcements.
Yes. If you want a bit of help downloading it, please make a comment, send a private message, Facebook, YouTube, whatever you're on right now. Send us a message and we'll describe it to you.
Absolutely. If anything, if you can't find it on the web anymore, we'll supply you with a disc image of the one we've got here.
Brilliant, even better.
So that's probably episode 8, I would think of.
8.
I think 7 was flashback.
Yeah.
And I think this is episode number 8. If I'm wrong, I'm sorry. It has been 2 years since we made an episode.
It's 7 or 8. Let's just say that 7 or 8.
Yeah. Good. Cut that out. So I've been Full Sondon.
I've been Michael Langevier.
Catch us on some of our other videos on the channel as well. We've got a bit of a menagerie of different bits and pieces going on. And if you like what you see, subscribe to us. Get involved. Drop us some comments.
Yeah. Tell us what you want to watch, and we would definitely film it for you. I'm more than happy to.
You'll even get a shout out as well.
Ooh,
Can't say fairer than that. Your digital presence will forever be embodied on a YouTube video. Can't say fairer than that.
Amazing stuff.
Right, we'll see you on the next level.
See you next level. I've got to get off this one.